We spent 100 days in Stardew Valley. We had a couple of goals during this time. Try to finish the community center by the end of year 1, create a nice looking farm, and start ticking off as much as we can towards our run towards perfection. We had our ups and we had our downs, but this is how it went. Day 1 started off like any other Stardew run. Grab your parsnips, plant, water, and run into town to meet the townfolk, taking off as many as we can before heading to bed to end the day. Days 2 through 4 were all spent fishing. On day 2, we watered the crops, went down to the beach, met Willie, and collected our fishing pole, fishing for the rest of the day. On day 3, expecting the rain, we went right into fishing, collecting 1,200 gold by the end of the day. Day 4 was spent pretty much the same, water plants, go fishing, until something interesting happened. I got an ancient seed.
Ooh.
An ancient seed on day 4. That blows my mind. Some people play for hundreds of hours before they get them. This is crazy. Well, let's get back into it. Day 5 is where all the fun starts. I harvested the parsnips while HXL went straight to the mines to get a head start early. I then went off to the community center to investigate, forgetting that you can't talk to the wizard till the next day. I defeatedly bought more crops from Pierre, planted them, and met HXL in the mines where we spelunked to level 25. On day 6, I watered the crops and went straight to the wizard's house to decipher the note, sprinting to the community center where I completed the spring foraging bundle and dropped a parsnip. Then, met HXL in the mines, pushing to floor 45 before ending the day. Day 7 kicked off with some romance. I gave Haley a flower, slowly ticking up her hearts, then headed straight to the mines for some copper, pushing to floor 55, but still didn't end up with enough for a furnace. Today, I knocked out a few random quests, smelting my first bars, crafting a scarecrow, greeting the town folks I haven't met yet, and doing some mine quests. With rain coming the next day, we prepped so we could spend the whole day fishing. Day 9 was a rain day, which meant community center fishing. First, our crops were ready. We harvested, went to Pierre's, and replanted before getting back into fishing. We collected a shad, an eel, and a bream, donating them all to the community center.
Day 10 was more rain, so we continued on our fishing adventures. HXL donated a largemouth bass, a bullhead, and a carp, while I pushed to fishing 5 and went to bed. You might have noticed by now, but we're using some mods, just some aesthetic ones. They're all listed on the screen now. We started the day by selling our fish as we just got fishing 5 and watered our crops. Then I went to the museum and donated some stuff that we haven't yet, while HXL put a potato in the spring crops bundle. I donated an earth crystal, a topaz, quartz, aquamarine, and spoke to Clint to break open some geodes, once again donating neptunite and a slate. I spent the rest of the day smelting ores and chopping trees, making it to foraging 2. On day 12, we opened the note saying the egg festival is tomorrow. Wanted to make more money for strawberries. HXL and I fished all day to collect some more gold. We ended the day by clearing space for our soon-to-come strawberries. Happy Egg Festival today! We sprinted into town to buy our strawberry seeds, buying a whopping 146, but now was time for the egg hunt. We battled hard and tried to collect more eggs than the other person, but in the end, we both collected the same amount.
Do we both get the hat?
Enjoy a straw hat.
Oh, we both got the hat.
We went home for the day and planted our new strawberries, planting 106 of them. Day 14 was full of adventure. I gave Haley a birthday gift, slowly adding more hearts, then went and found Robin's lost axe and returned it to her. Then I went to the secret woods, using the chair glitch to get in, searching for mushrooms. With no luck, I went to leave, not knowing what was about to come.
I'm giving up on my Lily quest.
Oh no, there's a problem.
Problem.
I can't get out.
Why is that?
I don't know. Wait. Got it. Wait.
That's a big, that's pretty big.
It's the only size chair there was. I do have my axe.
Can you just swing it a lot so you pass out?
Oh yeah.
After passing out yesterday, HXL had to water all the strawberries. Then he discovered that if you lay in bed, you can regain energy. With that knowledge, we laid in bed and then went to the mines for our first good luck day, only making it 10 floors deeper. Day 16 was a little slow and boring. We had no money, so all we could do is fish all day to try to recuperate some of our losses. Day 17 was a bad luck day, but we pushed in the mines anyway, somehow making it from floor 70 to floor 87. Days 18 and 19 were used to try to push to floor 100 of the mines and get our first star drop. On day 18, we made it to floor 98 before running out of energy, making it easy for us to complete on day 19, which started by completing the spring crops bundle and finally getting to floor 100 and receiving our first star drop.
Star drop! Let's go! First star drop!
Finally, more energy. We found a star drop.
It reminds you of burgers!
My mind fills me with thoughts of starfruit.
Having some time left in the day, we smelted up some ores and materials and took them to the community center to start and complete the boiler room bundle, unlocking the minecarts.
Yeah.
We are the Junimos, keeper of the forest. Oh. Let's go.
Day 20 was a chill day. We smelted ores, tested our new minecarts, opened some geodes and donated to the museum, and cleaned up our farm. Day 21 was an important day. Our first batch of strawberries were ready. I harvested them all, achieving farming 5, and planted some parsnips with them to get our gold quality ones out of the way. We farmed some ores and then donated and completed the construction bundle. Days 22 and 23, we only had one goal in mind: get to floor 120 of the mines. On day 22, after getting farming 5, I sold our strawberries, making 14,850 gold on our first batch. I gave Clint my axe to upgrade to copper and went to the mines, making it to floor 116. Day 23 started off straight at the mines, where we finally made it to the bottom floor.
Let's go.
We donated some money to the vault, completing 2 bundles, and I cleaned out the quarry on our farm. Day 24 was the day of the flower dance. Neither of us were excited to go, but we did anyway. We both sat there, as I had to watch Haley dance with Alex.
Why are you in the corner like a creep?
I don't know. I was trying to find myself. I was like, where am I? Because I thought I'd be just standing next to you.
On day 25, we harvested all of our crops, getting all of our gold quality parsnips. HXL was chopping grass when he found an ancient seed and immediately went to donate it to the museum.
Oh my god, guess what I just got?
What?
Ancient seed.
No way, we've 2?
Yeah, that's crazy. I was just like hitting grass.
I went to the community center and donated a chub and our parsnips. I went to Clint to upgrade my pickaxe, finishing the day by smelting and collecting ores to prepare for quality sprinklers. Day 26 started with some light beach foraging, where I collected a clam and a mussel that I donated to the community center. I did some small foraging after that and cleared some space on the farm to move HXL's house next to mine, ending the day by collecting the materials to build a coop. On day 27, I donated a skeletal hand to the museum and picked up my pickaxe from Clint. Then, we commissioned Robin to build a coop to start getting some animals. I placed down all of our sprinklers to make our lives easier and fished the rest of the day away. Oh man, last day of spring. We spent today finishing all of our tasks for spring and preparing for summer. We ran to the traveling merchant and he had some good stuff. Trying to check off all of our spring items in the community center, I donated a pomegranate, goat cheese, a cherry, a wild plum, and another pomegranate. We finished our day off by mining the night away. Day 29 marks the first day of summer. I cut down all of our old crops and fixed the farm. Then I ran to Pierre's to buy all of the summer crops we needed and planted them. Then we went fishing to try to catch some of the summer-only fish. We donated a tuna, a tilapia, a sturgeon, finishing the lake fishing bundle, then a sweet pea and a grape, finishing the summer foraging bundle. Day 30 was a boring summer second. I spent all day opening geodes and donating a lot to the museum. Having some spare time, we fished the rest of the night. Day 31 was a rain day. You know what that means. We fished! I attempted to talk to Marnie to get our first chicken, but she wasn't home, so we fished even more, donating a red snapper and finishing the ocean fish bundle. On day 32, I went straight to Marnie's, giving her no excuse. We welcomed home our first chicken Durham. I went and donated some stuff to the museum, donating our 40th item. I also had some stuff for the community center, so I donated a pufferfish and 10 hay. On day 33, we finally placed our crab pots that we made forever ago. We foraged for some moss, but to no avail, and smelted up some more. Day 34 started by donating a snail, a hot pepper, and a blackberry. Then we fished the rest of the day to make some more money. On day 35, I went straight to Robin to build us a silo and not waste any resources on our farm. I made my way over to the traveling merchant and bought a hazelnut and fished some more. On day 36, our summer seeds were ready. I harvested them and made my way to the community center where I donated a poppy and a hazelnut. We finished the day off in the mines trying to get some more ore. On day 37, our silo was ready. We spent the first part of the morning scything some grass on our farm to turn it into hay. I made my way over to the community center, donating a mussel and finishing the crab pot bundle and donating a ghost fish. I started day 38 by going to give Haley a present.
Yeah, there's a ton of monsters on this floor.
I made my way over to Clint to pick up my axe, and my first order of business was revenge against the secret forest. After chopping the dreaded log that kept me trapped once before, I got straight into business, collecting a wood skip, a red mushroom, and a fiddlehead fern, donating them all. Today was the luau. We confidently showed up completely unprepared. We didn't know what to put in the soup, so I put a gold quality parsnip in it. Turns out the governor said it was missing something. Apparently, in co-op, both players have to contribute, something the governor was not impressed by. I started day 40 by donating a tomato and a mushroom, completing fall foraging in the summertime. My next goal was to upgrade my foraging, so I chopped trees until foraging 5. I went and I fished for some extra money before heading to Pierre's to grab some seeds for our crop harvest on day 41. I went straight into harvesting today. I replanted all the crops and went to the community center, dropping off a melon and our 5 gold quality melons. I bought and planted some corn as well to keep working towards the community center. I went to Clint and dropped off my pickaxe to upgrade to steel and started fishing for catfish when something weird happened on screen.
What the was that thing that just ran by?
I finished the day upgrading 2 things, fishing 8 and farming 7. Some more crops are ready to harvest this morning. I harvested and donated a blueberry, completing the summer crops bundle, and I went straight to Robin to get her to build a barn, and like every Friday and Sunday, went to the traveling merchant, where I picked up a pale ale and a sandfish, giving the pale ale to Pam and donating the sandfish to the community center. On day 43, I decided it's about time we start making some more money. HXL went to Willie to buy the fish smoker recipe, while I went to level 100 of the mines to try to catch a cave jelly, eventually catching one and giving it to HXL to craft our first fish smoker. Wanting to test out how much gold we can make, we fished and smoked them for the rest of the day. Day 44 started by harvesting the fruit bat cave and the taps from our farm, and I made my way to the community center, donating a peach, an oak resin, and pine tar, finishing the artisan bundle, and made my way to the museum, donating a rusty spoon, and ran all the way back to the community center, donating another resin and a purple mushroom, completing the exotic foraging bundle. Today was a slow day. I wish I had much to say about it. I started today by harvesting our wheat and donated it to the community center. We fished and smoked for basically the rest of the day, coming back to make preserve jars to start making aged roe. Oh man, another slow day today. I harvested and donated our red cabbage and spent the rest of the day in the mines trying to upgrade my mining and combat level. On day 47, the eve of the trout derby, I fished for more cave jelly to make us another fish smoker, catching one and giving it to HXL to craft. Just fishing away, and this happens. These next 2 days were the trout derby. We went straight in the fishing, using this as an opportunity to make money also. The day started a little slow, and then HXL started getting some golden tickets. I, however, caught not a single one. Having HXL give me one to build a camp set before selling my fish and going to sleep in the forest to fish another day. But overnight, we had a fairy visit us. Let's go, fairy.
I went to the traveling merchant and I bought some goat milk and started fishing, having a lot better luck. I harvested the melons that the fairy gave us and gained farming 8, and donated our large goat milk and maple syrup. Don't you even worry, things are about to start picking up tenfold. Today marks the halfway point. Let's make it a good one. I immediately went to the community center, donating 25k to the vault bundle, and went and donated to the museum. I made a pit stop by Haley's to give her a pink cake. Realizing how close we are to actually finishing the vault, I grabbed some extra gems, selling them to Clint, and donating 10k to the vault and finishing it. I picked up some wine from our one single keg and donated that as well. We woke up today and saw it was raining green. Everyone was sheltered down in the bar. But I saw an opportunity. I went and talked to everybody, maybe trying to get a little bit of hearts. We took today as a chance to collect a lot of moss as well, and I made a mayo maker and a cheese maker. Even though today was a bad luck day, we thought, what's the worst that could happen? We took our first bus ride to the desert, not before donating a sunflower to the community center. We took half a second to bask in its glory before sprinting to the skull caverns. And when I say bad luck day, it was a bad luck day. We got not 1, not 2, but 3 back-to-back infested floors. On the bright side, we left with 2 iridium bars. I made it my goal today to upgrade our coop. I spent all morning collecting wood and headed over to Robin to get it built. After that, I fished all day, finally reaching fishing 9. Day 54 has got to be one of the best days we've had so far. It started off so amazing.
Yo! We got a truffle!
Awful.
Yeah!
Of course, I went straight to the community center and donated it. But then it got even better.
Oh my god, I just opened a Maki roll in a mystery box.
I donated some stuff to the museum and gave Haley a coconut I'd been holding and donated the Maki roll. See, I really thought that would be the thing that saved the run, but something happened just a few days later. You'll have to see. An early morning harvest on day 55, harvesting corn and donating it. I stopped by George to give him a red pepper and went to Marnie to buy a duck and a chicken, finishing the day by collecting wood for a house upgrade. Wow, summer flew by. I commissioned Robin to upgrade our house to get a kitchen and bought and planted an apple tree. I wasted some time preparing our farm, forgetting it does not matter, and we went and enjoyed the dance of the moonlight jellies. Ah, the cool breezes of fall fill the air. I went straight to Pier to buy the new fall crops and made HXL refix the farm as I came back and planted them. Wanting to get ahead of the game on the fall items, we went fishing, and HXL caught the tiger trout, which I went and donated. Now, this is the day that I was talking about. I wish that I could have words to describe what happened, but I'll try my best. We woke up and saw that it was a good luck day. After our last attempt in the skull caverns, we thought it couldn't be too bad today. So we made Pam drive us, and we dove in.
Do you have the pickaxe for it?
Oh my god.
We
just got 2.
No way.
Should we just go get the sword?
Yes.
Day 55. 2 prismatics. Can I do it at the same time? Oh, I just had to walk in. That's actually so crazy. That became us.
But with the crazy luck we had today, I still managed to die in the mines. But at least we have the quest board now.
I started today by collecting more corn, collecting eggs, and making fried eggs. I donated our 5 gold quality corn, finishing the quality crops bundle, donating a fried egg, finishing the chef's bundle, and lastly, donated a large white egg. I went to go over to talk to Haley and ended up in her kitchen helping her get a lid off a jar. I finished the day by doing some farm maintenance and making about 6 more kegs to start our keg empire. On day 60, I harvested and donated an eggplant, bought some more pumpkin seeds to plant, and helped HXL chop some more wood, which we finally took to the beach and fixed the bridge. I don't have a lot of words for today, but we wanted to have enough money to buy the final coop upgrade so we can get a rabbit. So, we spent the whole day fishing and catching fish and cooking them. Day 62 was spent pretty much the same. I went to go get our animals and collect the goods, and there was a duck egg in there. I went and donated it to the community center and fished the rest of the day. Happy Friday.
we went straight to the traveling merchant like we always do, and we bought a brown, large egg and went and donated it. With the rain today, we still had one more fish to catch. I thought I might as well tackle the angler while I'm at it. Oh, that's an angler. I caught the angler. Boom, one legendary fish down. I caught the walleye and donated it, finishing the night fishing bundle and finishing the fish tank. We're happy to help. It's not our house after all. Let's go. We got 3 of 6 done now. Let's
Oh my
go.
God, Nicholas, hold on.
That is so helpful.
No, and
No, that was me being sarcastic. I've never panned once in this game. I started today by harvesting and donating a yam. I checked the mail and saw that Linus has lost his basket, so on the way to Robin's, I picked it up. I commissioned Robin to build us the final coop upgrade and gave Linus his basket back. I spent the rest of the day trying to clean some weeds off the farm. Today was another good luck day. We grabbed some bombs and some food and sprinted to the Skull Caverns. On floor 38, we made a realization in our inventory.
oh, I got a rabbit's foot.
Let's go! I do too!
Oh, that's crazy. How did we get it?
Oh my god!
Where did we get it from?
We spent the rest of the day in the mines and then went home and went to bed. Today was a big day. Our first batch of pumpkins were ready. I harvested them and sprinted to the community center, donating one and completing the fall crops bundle and unlocking the greenhouse. So many wonderful bundos. Thank you. Thank you. I donated the rabbit's foot as well, completing the enchanter bundle. I went to Clint's and gave him my pickaxe to upgrade to gold and broke some geodes and donated them to the museum. On day 67, I woke up and walked outside to a cutscene. We had got given a rusty key. They'll have to wait though, as we wanted to explore our brand new greenhouse. Yeah, baby!
Oh, I see.
Look, there's a little back spot over here also.
That's pretty cool.
That's not even the best part. Come here.
Oh,
Down here?
downstairs.
Now, go under here.
Under here. God damn.
There's a minecart. Now, we took our newfound key and went to the sewers, where we met Krobus. I started fishing in the sewers, catching the mutant, and taking off another legendary fish. Mutant carp. Let's go! I started today at Clint's house picking up my pickaxe. Wanting to test it out, I went to the mines and spent all day claiming mining 6 and combat 5. On day 69, I went to Haley's house to give her a cake. We wanted to work on accepting quests for our quest board, and we accepted aquatic overpopulation, not realizing it only had 2 days left until it was done. I once again spent the rest of the day ridding the farm of weeds. Day 70 started by harvesting more pumpkins and selling them, finally making enough money to run to Krobus in the sewer and for both of us to buy our second star drop. Let's go! Another star drop! It reminds me of burgers again! Wanting to recoup the money we just spent on the star drop, we fished the rest of the day. On the eve of the Stardew Valley Fair, I started today by making sure we had everything prepped for tomorrow. I once again gave Haley a cake and accepted community cleanup, and we went to level 100 of the mines and fished for trash, fishing it and putting it in the recycle bin shortly after. We had 2 goals during the Stardew Valley Fair: win the Grange display and get our 3rd star drop. First of all, I dropped all of our stuff in the Grange display bin and bought some star tokens, opting to go the gambling route. Within the first 5 minutes, I claimed my 3rd star drop. Burger! HXDL, however, wasn't so lucky. It took him an extra 10 minutes to get his. We spent a little bit time playing more of the games, just having some fun. But now, the moment of truth. Lewis carefully and meticulously rated all of the Grange displays. When it was finally time with the results, we got 1st place with a score of 91 in our first Stardew Valley Fair. We accomplished both of our goals for today. We went home and we went to bed excitedly. I started off day 73 by harvesting our pumpkins. I went directly to Clint's, giving him my hope for a copper upgrade, and spent the rest of the day fishing, trying to push to fishing 10. I started today by buying and planting a ton of cranberries so we had crops growing. I finally redeemed my prize ticket I bought at the fair and fished until I reached fishing 10. Day 75, 3/4 of the way there, only 25 more days to go. I started today by finally harvesting our sweet gemberry and went to the secret woods. I gave it to the statue and... Let's go! Guess what? It fills me with thoughts of burger. Burger. I went to talk to Haley and reached 5 hearts with her. I collected my copper hoe, crafted and placed lightning rods to prepare for tomorrow's lightning, placed the orange tree from the prize ticket, smelted copper, and finally made some more kegs. Day 76 and day 77 were the days I finally made the farm start to look aesthetic. I took my time to clear out whatever weeds were in the way and started laying down some paths to set out an outline for what I wanted the farm to look like. Our ancient fruit was ready today. I harvested it and was going to make it into seeds, but first I harvested the animals. Let's go! Duck feather!
Duck feather?
So of course I immediately went and donated it, completing the dye bundle and getting a seed maker. Isn't that just funny? That leaves us 3 items short of finishing the community center. I turned the ancient fruit seed into seeds and planted them in the greenhouse. Since we had some coffee beans growing, I decided to go over to Gus and buy the triple shot espresso recipe. And while I was over there, I checked out the quest board and got started on a curious substance, which HXL almost got immediately while in the skull caverns.
I like ectoplasm.
Oh, perfect. I turned our coffee into triple shot and went to bed. I started today by having Robin build a stable because I was tired of going slow, and spent the rest of the day clearing the upper left quadrant of the farm to move the animals over. And on day 80, I set up the paths and the fences and moved them over once Robin finished building the stable. On day 81, I woke up and our cranberries were ready. I harvested a little less than half of them before reaching farming 10 and let HXL harvest the rest. I got farming 10. You can harvest the rest of these.
Perfect.
I spent the rest of the day adding a little decoration to the farm. I started today by setting up some more paths on the farm, wandering over to the traveling merchant and buying some truffles, to in turn turn them into truffle oil after making a truffle oil maker. Now isn't that a huge tongue twister? I made 2 more mayo makers for the chicken coop and slowly started adding more decoration to the farm. Today was the Spirit Eve festival. However, it was at 10 p.m. and it was 6 a.m., so we both had some time to kill. We both went to the mines, just for different reasons. HXL went to collect ores so we can eventually make explosive slingshot ammo, and I went to level up my skills. We both met in town at 10 p.m. and went to Spirit's Eve. There's not a lot to do at this festival, but we both went through the maze, collecting the golden pumpkin and making 2,500 gold each. Today was the last day of fall. I wish it was more climatic, but it wasn't. I started by immediately going to harvest our one apple from the apple tree and took it to the community center, completing the fodder bundle. As today was Sunday, we went to the desert and HXL bought some staircases with our jades and I bought some treasure troves. We dilly-daddled the rest of the day before going to bed. Wow, winter is here. We're finally reaching the end of the challenge and our last 3 community center items are all winter items. We immediately went foraging where I found a crocus and donated it. 1 down, 2 to go. I stopped by Clint's to break open the treasure troves and donated some of them to the museum. On my way to the mines, HXL found a snow yam. Only 1 item left. I took my ancient doll to level 100 of the mines, throwing it in the lava to get the faraway stone. I took HXL's snow yam to the community center and donated it, completing winter foraging and unlocking the quarry. When we're done here, we'll return to the other world. Oh, finally!
Yeah, that quarry doesn't look like it has much stuff.
The quarry bridge completed overnight, so we went to the quarry and blew it all up and chopped down all the trees to use this later. But first, we trekked through the quarry mine, fighting off the faces for both of us to go get the golden scythe. HXL stayed behind and started planting trees to turn the quarry into our tree farm. I went home and started chopping down trees, clearing out the lower left quadrant to move our trees and make that area our farm. We once again started today looking for the last forageable with no luck. I spent the rest of the day finishing clearing the quadrant and setting up paths and sprinklers. Day 88 once again started with foraging. Nautilus shell!
That's the last thing we need?
Yes! I went straight to the community center, finally ready to complete it on day 88, and I at last donated the Nautilus shell. The last bundle. Farewell, CZ Dell.
Happy.
They're saying bye.
Oh, I found an infested floor.
Bye. Oh, the Junimos have returned to the spirit world.
Till we enslave them.
Having some more time to kill after all that hype, and no more stress, I went to the mines, where we both worked together to complete Robin's resource rush, and I reached Combat 6. I woke up today and sprinted straight into town for the community center cutscene. I'm not sure how you did it, CZ Dell, but the community center has never looked better. You've done Pelican Town a great service. Everyone in town is pleased. Almost everyone. As a way of saying thank you, I'd like to present you with this town's greatest honor, the Stardew Hero Award. You've earned it. Let's go.
Oh my god, oh my gosh.
Who's that? I wonder. Sales have plummeted. Where have all my customers gone? Nice block. Nice block. Nice block. Oh. 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 Nice. Now Shane's out of a job. With it now being winter, time feels like it's slowed, and we both feel like there's not much to do. I went to Pierre's and finally bought the last bag upgrade, and spent the rest of the day working on the farm. With only 10 days left, we felt like there wasn't much more to do. We've completed the community center and slowly started adding stuff towards our perfection. The last thing we wanted to do before the 100 days was make a nice looking farm and complete all of our goals. I started today by finding the shadow guy hiding behind the bush. I turned in more prize tickets and got a star drop tea. I gave Haley the amethyst Clint wanted to give her, and Haley the tea, reaching 6 hearts with her. So of course, I went home and worked on the farm. Today was Caroline's birthday, who we thought might be important to give a gift to if we wanted tea saplings. HXL walked in, gave her a gift, and walked out, while I had to stay a few hours for her to even leave her room before giving her a diamond. Wanting to use these next 9 days to try to romance Haley, I went and gave her a coconut. Today was a good luck day, so now you get a Nether Skull Caverns montage. Auto grabber.
Life elixir.
Did you already make it down here?
Nope.
I thought we were supposed to run into Mr. Key. After that embarrassment on floor 100, we go to day 93, where I started by giving Haley a coconut, opening some mystery boxes, and ran through the quarry's mine trying to get some combat XP. I started today by having Robin build us a shed, gave Clint my axe to upgrade to gold, and donated to the museum. Then we went to fishing in the lake to finish aquatic overpopulation, where I grabbed my prize ticket, upgraded our bed, and went to sleep. 5 days left. Now we're really in the home stretch. I started today by fighting tooth and nail with the glacier fish, who I eventually caught. I spoke to Haley and worked on our farm some more until bedtime. On day 96, I got Robin to commission another shed and went to Clint's to pick up my axe. He unfortunately wasn't there, so I spoke to Haley and went to compete in the Squid Fest. After my awful 4 squid performance yesterday, I had a chance to redeem myself today. But first off, I actually picked up my axe from Clint and spoke to Haley again and went to redeem myself, only catching a whopping 5 squid today and getting a trash lure. Literally. Today was a big day for me. I immediately went to Haley's and spoke to her and gave her a gift, putting us at 8 hearts, and you know what that means. I ran to Pierre's the fastest I've ever ran and bought a bouquet. I went back to Haley and I gave it to her, and she said,
Oh my god, you're dating Haley.
I'm dating Haley.
How much hearts do you even need for that?
8. I spent the last wee hours of the day decorating. I started today by going to Robin to upgrade our barn. I went to Clint and gave him my pickaxe to upgrade. It seems that it's been a trend that when I go to see Robin, I have to upgrade something with Clint. I gave Haley a gift to work for 10 hearts and chop trees until the night market was open. I went straight to fishing, catching all 3 of the deep sea fish and going to bed. Day 100. It's a shame that this day had to come. We've had so much fun over these last 100 days. I took all of today to bask in what we've created. From starting to build the bones of our farm, to our 2 chickens and a duck, our 2 cows, horse, and a cat. From starting to look beautiful greenhouse to a slightly decorated house. This has been an absolute blast and a wonderful 100 days. This video took over 21 and a half hours of gameplay and about 10 and a half hours of editing, and I genuinely had a blast putting it together. If you enjoyed it, liking or subscribing really helps the channel, and honestly, this is just the beginning, because 200 days is already on the way.